Ambassador, Chief of Staff, representatives of the U.S. and Guyanese security personnel, members of the media. I'm pleased to be here this morning at this press conference with the Ambassador Brent Hart, representing our two governments as we embark on our annual routine exercise program, this year called Exercise Fused Response. As you would know, we have these training programs every year. The U.S. forces are here at the invitation of the Government of Guyana, and in these regular routine training exercise, the aim is for our forces to be accustomed to work with each other so that they can respond jointly to security challenges which may arise, as well as humanitarian and disaster relief events. We know that security of the state and of the citizens is the most important thing, and that it is necessary for prosperity for citizens to get on with their business and for enduring democratic institutions. This year, this exercise would involve a large number, maybe one of the largest exercises involving special operation troops or members of the special operations of the U.S., along with members of our Guyana Defense Force and some members from the Guyana Police Force and other arms of our security services. As usual, this exercise is being preceded by some renovations, working together to renovate and improve various facilities that will take place at various facilities of the GDF and elsewhere that the exercise may require. We expect that the press would help in presenting this information to the public in an appropriate manner. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Your Excellency, Prime Minister Hines, Commodore Best, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming today. I'm pleased to join with Prime Minister Hines and Commodore Best to announce the launch of joint military exercise between the United States and Guyana, Fused Response 2012. A Fused Response will begin on Thursday, March 1st and run through March 9th. It reflects the continuing strong security partnership between the United States and Guyana. The exercise aims to improve both countries' capabilities to plan and conduct joint operations while allowing us to forge closer military and civilian relationships. Fused Response will build on other joint military exercises, training, and humanitarian activities that we have conducted in Guyana in recent years, as the Prime Minister mentioned. Fused Response is the largest annual exercise of its type in the Western Hemisphere, and I'm pleased to note that this is the first time it's being conducted in the English-speaking Caribbean. As I mentioned, this exercise is designed to improve interoperability of U.S. and Guyana military forces, enhance also law enforcement cooperation through FBI-conducted training, and increase the capacity of our military and law enforcement authorities to respond to crises, to confront common threats such as organized crime and illicit trafficking, and provide assistance for natural disasters and other humanitarian contingencies. Specifically, Fused Response will allow our militaries to train in two core areas, the military tactical level and the senior military staff level. From the senior military staff level, our top military officers will gain experience and training on how to work together as part of a joint task force and how best to coordinate in a crisis with civilian leadership. By cross-training at this level, our military leaders will have an opportunity to learn from each other and at the same time build friendships that are so critical over the course of military careers. There will be approximately 125 Guyanese personnel, 350 U.S. personnel involved in the exercise. In preparation for this, as the Prime Minister mentioned, U.S. construction teams have been in Guyana over the course of the past few months, working with the Guyana Defence Force to refurbish the rifle range at Camp Stevenson, to renovate 3 barracks at Camp Stevenson, and to construct a floating dock and the extension of boat ramps at the GDF's Jungle and Amphibious Training School. Exercise Fuse Response 2012 offers us an opportunity to reinforce what is a very close bilateral partnership with Guyana by building on our already strong military-to-military relationship. The U.S. and Guyana share a history of military partnership that includes joint exercises, training, information sharing, and education. We've held several humanitarian civic assistance visits in recent years. We had visits of the USS Kearsarge in November 2008, the high-speed vessel Swift in 2007, and the USS Iwo Jima in October 2010. Many of these were part of the Continuing Promise exercise in the region, which provided humanitarian assistance. Humanitarian assistance exercises have involved construction of schools, clinics, and water wells in Guyana and other countries around the region, and also medical readiness exercises. So it's been a very broad and comprehensive type of training. Fuse Response 2012 therefore reflects a broad and continuing U.S. commitment to military and civilian engagement to promote peace and prosperity in the Americas. We maintain cooperative relations with our partners in the region to enhance regional cooperation. And through such operations as this, some exercises such as this, and an array of training programs, we are actively engaged to build capacity in the region and to learn from our colleagues, our partners, individually and collectively. We want to be able to protect our citizens better throughout the region and enhance regional security. As demonstrated by Fuse Response, the U.S. and Guyana share common interests and an enduring commitment to work as partners in the Western Hemisphere. And I think that's really vital, because given the threats we all face, despite some economic growth in the region, there are transnational criminal organizations, illicit traffickers that represent serious threats to our region. Natural disasters cause a number of threats, and we all need to work together to combat these and to build a new framework for international cooperation that can protect our citizens from violence, harm, and exploitation from criminal networks. In today's interdependent world, challenges to common interests are best addressed in partnership. So I am very pleased that our countries are working together to deter these common challenges and to ensure security, stability, and prosperity for all of our citizens. So I would very much like to thank the Honorable Prime Minister and the government and people of Guyana for their hospitality to our military forces in the coming week and in the run-up to this exercise, and also like to thank for their willingness to partner with us in what is a major exercise for our forces. I would be pleased, together with the Prime Minister, to answer your questions. Thank you very much.